see it every single day. You're on this hamster wheel working so hard. You're putting the paces in. You're devoting the hours. And you don't know that actually there's this little nuance that's keeping you from actually getting more results from less repetitions. Every so often, I host a little mastermind here in Sage Studios, and I invite our leapers, people who are in my live event accelerator program, to come together for the day and ask me any question. It's really an Ask Me Anything session. And so I usually just keep it simple. I say, here are some note cards. I want you to write down your burning question, and we're going to get it answered. Now, the question I got asked is, how do you know when and how to have the confidence to get in front of others? And this came from one of my students who's so talented and so amazing, and a little too shy and too introverted to get in front of her audience. And so the thing that I told her is, you're not always ready. There's not like this moment. I don't remember ever having an epiphany that like, I'm ready. And if truth be told, there's still days sometimes, depending on the nature of the audience and what I'm going to be doing, that I might still feel a little bit nervous. But here's the thing I also know. If you continue sitting on the sidelines, you're never going to know. And you're never going to be ready. Like, this is actually a muscle that you have to build. It's like going to the gym. And so if you're thinking about getting out there and speaking on your own stage or other people's stages, and you're not sure you're ready, you're not sure you have the confidence, I would suggest to you that the best way to get started is to get started. And you can start small. If you're just starting out, do you want to have a stadium of 1,000 people for your very first event? Or would you like to have a small event where you're picking up the smallest weight, and then you have a slightly bigger event with a slightly heavier weight, and then a bigger event with a slightly heavier weight? Honestly, the one I just described is better, because there's nothing worse than getting in front of a huge audience and not doing your best work, right? You want to grow into this biggest version of yourself, and virtual live events are the absolute best platform to allow you to do that. What can really help you get hurt on the stage is asking for people who are not qualified to give you advice on how you did. However well-meaning, however loving, or whatever tough love they may give you. It's not the same as having someone who lives, eats, breathes, and sleeps what you do, advising you on the hacks to get better. We call that collapsing decades into days. Having a mentor who can help show you the ropes, eliminate all the unnecessary things, and help you get where you're trying to go faster, simpler, and easier. That's what I do for myself. Anytime I'm taking on a new adventure, I want to build a new muscle, I find the best possible person in that space to train and coach me so I don't make all the mistakes. I call that the dumb tax. Actually, Scotty Humphreys calls that the dumb tax. I'm stealing that from him because I love it. It's really true. There's smart frugal and stupid frugal. Smart frugal is when you actually spend your money to go further faster. Stupid frugal is where you bootstrap everything and say, I'm just going to do it myself. You make all the mistakes and pay the dumb tax, right? So if you're out there bootstrapping it, paying the dumb tax, stuck in a chronic cycle of undercharging and under-earning, being stupid frugal, and patting yourself on the back for all the wrong reasons, it's time to break that cycle and consider doing it a different way. I promise you, you're in this industry for a reason. You have this calling for a reason. You are meant to do this. So do it the fastest, smartest way possible. You can do this. If you like this content and you'd like to submit your question to me, like, follow, subscribe. And by the way, drop me a little note. Tell me what you liked and why. I love to hear your feedback, and tell me what you'd like to hear more of. I promise you, I read every single one, and my team and I use them to create more great content coming straight to a computer near you. I'll see you there.